Sister, how would you feel if all of a sudden you got to take 3 days off from life every month while you were bleeding? You got to take off all of your chores. No more cooking, no more cleaning, no more waiting on anyone. And all you had to do for the 3 heavy days of your cycle, all you had to do was rest. It would be a godsend, right? Well, guess what? That's how life used to be a long ass time ago. So, believe it or not, there was a day and time back during tribal society where pads and tampons didn't exist. So, what you gonna do? Walk around bleeding on everything all day? No. In Hebrew society, in ancient Hebrew society, they had something that was called the red tint. Every month, the red tint would go up during the dark moon because all of the women bled in sync. It was a part of the natural rhythm of life back then. It was before artificial hormones or any form of birth control, whether it be taken orally or hormones in our food, to affect our cyclical nature. We all bled in sync with the dark moon. So we all got to take a break from life. We went into the red tent and we rested. Beds were made out of straw for women to lay on so the blood could actually go directly back into the earth. Because actually, your menstrual blood has the highest percentage of stem cells of anything found on this planet. So actually, your menstrual blood is really, really good for the land in which we were living. And the first blood of a virgin was actually considered sacred, and it was holy to give it back to the earth. So when a girl started her menstrual cycle, she was invited into the red tent, and actually her hymen was broken intentionally in order to give it back to the earth because it was considered so sacred and holy. This was a time before a girl's virginity was considered a prize. This is something that is no longer practiced. Obviously, we don't break other girls' hymens now because virginity is unfortunately has become a prize in our culture. That being said, segue, what was happening in the red tent? The crones, women who were no longer of bleeding age, but who had been through that before, were of service to the bleeding women of their mothering years. They would be there to wait on them, to tend to them, to use foods and oils and herbs to help ease their mental distress, their mental symptoms, their fatigue, and their aches from that which our body goes through during that time. And while the women are resting, what else is happening? Wisdom is being shared, stories are being shared, they're bonding and they're growing as females, because this cyclical stuff that we go through is specific to women. So it's an opportunity to come together with other women and learn like secrets and tricks of the trade, of secret sauces of things to do to make each other feel better. It's when we share our secrets with each other. And we're there to help and serve each other and help cultivate our own individual magic of how we're able to help each other. Currently, there's a wave going on around where women are actually restarting these sorts of gatherings and these sorts of meetings, because the way society works now, we're expected to be productive just like the men. And so we're no longer taking this time off for ourselves just to rest and recoup. But what we're missing is that opportunity to really share wisdom with each other. And so that's why I host a monthly red tent at Keller Yoga, and why I know many other women are activating this ritual all over the country and all over the world, because we recognize and we're starting to remember the value in gathering it with other women, to share our wisdom, to help each other cultivate our magic. Because there was something beautiful about the aspect of the tribal society where it really did take a village. And the more we come together and the more we share stories, the more we realize that we're more alike than we are different. And you might want to consider giving yourself a little bit of a break during the first 3 days of your cycle, because supposedly that's when the veil of illusion is the thinnest for us women. And if we slow down, that's when the whispers of our soul will speak to us the loudest. So although we've come a long way as women, we still have something to learn from the ancients. I hope to see you at a future Red Tent event. Feel free to join our online community, as it is a global society that's growing on a regular basis, and you can join in on one of our online events. Take care of yourself, sister. Namaste. Hey, no. No. Go back.